Hey guys, Ronnie here from Early Bird Farms SC. Today we're going to talk about our Dunstan Chestnut project. I'm going to show you where the growth is. I did an Instagram update about a month ago and showed you what they look like, but I wanted to come back and show on YouTube for my followers on here and for other people and for me to look back on. So let's check it out. Alright, so if you don't know, I'll leave a link up above to the video that I'm referencing here. I planted 7 Dunstan chestnuts along my road here going to the back of my property. And I planted these mainly for wildlife benefit, but also we can eat these as well. Chestnuts used to be a very viable source for food for wildlife and humans back in the old days. There was a China blight that come in and killed them all. If you don't know, the Dunstan chestnut was developed from an original American chestnut, and it was crossed many times, and it's really pretty much a Chinese chestnut at this point. But I planted these from seeds. I ordered the seeds off of eBay from a reputable seller, and I stratified these and grew these out. These were about, I don't know, 12 to about 24 inches when I planted each one of these. I used the auger on the tractor to dig the holes. I put a little bit of compost down in the hole. My compost had biochar in it, and it was compost that I made here on Early Bird Farms property. I use these tree tubes, which I talk about in that video, and the benefits of these tree tubes and why I like these tree tubes. And today I'm going to show you the results from all these processes that I put in place. Alright, so here you can see all the trees going down the line there. There's 5 of them here. I have a bunch more to plant, but I lost access to the auger. The ground's really hard here, and it got close to summertime. But on my Instagram post, if you look, I took the socks that I had on top of here. They were actually pantyhose that I used. And this tree, I think it was in July sometime. Not July. I think it was in June sometime. This tree was just barely touching the top of that thing. I took the pantyhose, knee highs off. I use those knee highs to keep birds from falling down in here, by the way, so they don't get trapped, because they like to follow bugs down into the tube and then they can't get out. So that's the purpose of that. But when I showed that Instagram post, this tree, it was curled up here and it was about 1 inch high. Now look at this growth right here, guys. This is another 12 foot sticking up out of this 5 foot tube. And again, the trees, you can go back and look at the videos. The trees were around here to about right here. It's exponential growth, guys. I mean, I'm almost willing to bet that these trees have grown 48 inches. This particular tree right here has grown 48 inches. I mean, look at that main trunk coming up right there. It's huge. And I'm going to step back and give you a larger picture. You can see, and there's a sweet gum, there's a black cherry tree, all around this. They're sucking nutrients from this, but this tree is continuing to grow like that. Eventually these trees, all but that big oak tree, are going to come out. I'm going to release these trees. But let's walk down here and show you these other ones. And this one's pretty much in full sun right here. Now, not all of these have grown that way, but the majority of them, 3 of them are out of the tube. You can see that right there. Here's my elbow's on the tube, and there's the top of my hand. This one ain't quite got to the tube yet. But it's coming. One thing about these tubes too, I want to make note of is I always tap these things first before you go sticking your head over in there, because wasps will make a nest in that thing. If you can see down in that tube, you can see the top of this one is about right here. Not quite as tremendous growth. Here's another one. This one's popped out of the top here about 8-9 inches. And again, all these tubes are 5 foot tall. Keep the limbs above the deer's browse line. You know, deer, I mean, they can stand up on their hind legs and get these limbs once they pop out, but they prefer to get something about head height. So again, this is almost at my stake right there, and this is the last one, and this one's all the way at the tip top. When I looked down here and seen those limbs whipping in the wind today, I was excited to share this update with you. I hope you're excited. I hope you'll consider using these tree tubes for your next tree project, as I feel like they greatly benefit your trees, and they also protect them from a deer, from rubbing their antlers on them, which I lost an apple tree last year to that reason. If my apple trees were small enough and my fruit trees were small enough, I would have used tree tubes on them too. But they were not. They already had limbs on them. So once these get high enough, these limbs will be cut out of there. You can take that tube off, which I'll probably do for long, and cut some of these limbs back, and that'll probably help them grow even faster. Which I might do that for too much longer here. But I'm really happy with the results from this. Thanks for watching Early Bird Farms SC. Make sure you hit that subscribe button down below, and also check out these 2 videos that'll pop up here below. We'll see you next time on Early Bird Farms SC, where the SC stands for South Carolina.